Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. It's new build day. Oh, I love new build day. Welcome back, everyone. I've just noticed that my camera's really pissed, so I'm going to address that. Welcome to the life of a YouTuber. That's still shit, but it'll do for now. This one has been on the order book. Well, at this point, everything's been on the order books for ages. People are waiting a long time. We're currently a year ahead. I've got a year's worth of bookings, which is really, really exciting and very humbling. Dave's looking in the right direction. Amazon keeps fucking pinging me. Mr. Bezos is sending me messages saying that my delivery is out on the road somewhere. Probably with my psychotic stalker Amazon delivery driver. I haven't seen him for a while actually. He's probably been banged up for keeping heads in suitcases. Anyway, I'm digressing. What am I making? I've got a picture here somewhere. This is all very fucking up in the air, isn't it? If you know what that is, without even me telling you, then tell me. That is called a Micro Kessel. It was made for this geezer. Gibson only ever made 10. Most people on this earth will never see, feel, touch, rub, caress, spunk over one of these. It's a Micro Kessel. It's an offshoot of a 335, which has then been shrunk down to create this. There are no templates for this guitar. There's very little information, to be honest. Just a few pictures of this one, and one other red one, which doesn't look as pretty. So we were racking our brains, and I'm thinking, how do I make this thing? I've got some rough measurements. So anyway, what we found is this. Believe it or not, this is actually a template of an Ibanez AM75. Another very, very beautiful guitar. It's not got pointy horns like the Micro Kessel, but I can manually sand that in. That's not a problem. But actually, the shape and the dimensions are very, very similar. So I'm going to be using this one without the F-holes. And you can see it is much smaller than a 335. Way smaller, yeah? Way smaller. I didn't make this, it's a kit guitar. I might release a video one day. When are you going to build a kit guitar so we can all copy you? I'm fucking trying, I'm behind. Naturally, it's a standard Gibson neck. It's all very standard stuff. I'm not going to make it like a 335. This is actually a solid block guitar. So I can't tell if this has got a rounded back or not. Either way, I'm not making this one with a rounded back. We're going to make this a semi-hollow construction, but I am going to do a carved top because it's got a carved top. And I've never done a carved top, and I really want to do a carved top. So that's what we're doing, something new. I've also got to figure out a few different ways of doing Gibson block inlays. I can buy those inlays, that's fine. But I need to make a template on my laser machine so that I can lay it out and router it all very gently and get it all pucker and perfect. Don't want any wonky ones. And laying out inlays by hand is an absolute fuck pig. It really is. So that's what we're doing. Do you want to see the materials? So we've got, I'll lay it on there. We've got a mahogany body, which I've roughly dimensioned the lumbar, and a flamed maple cap, which is going to look very, very pretty. Just a very subdued maple flame down the middle, like that. I think this might even be sycamore. I think it's flame sycamore. Don't tell the aficionados. It's not the same guitar anyway, so calm your shit down. Naturally, because this is flamed and it's going to look very nice, I'm still undecided whether or not I want to go for faux binding or because it's the right colours, or actually bind it like a Gibson. I think we'll probably bind it throughout with celluloid easiums. And it also means that I can get the carve a lot deeper because we're not going to see, you know how that works? Because we've got some flame stuff, I want to put my stripes in the back to also be flamed. And I'm going to have mahogany in the middle. So it's going to look like that. Understated on the back, matching neck, because that's what we always do. Glued in construction, 7-degree headstock angle, 3-degree neck pocket angle. I'm not sure how to, I might use pickup rings. I think I probably will on this one. I'm gonna stick with traditional. So basically I need to make another template with huge hollowed out sections so that I can then just hog that out and do it on a router, because we don't CNC things around here. I haven't got one anymore, but I've just got a laser cutter just in case I want to get creative with the old nips. So we'll do that, we'll get another template drawn up, I'll run you through it, and then we will get this body blank to a point where it is made, planed, lovely, sexy. The cap is ready to go on. We are all hogged out and hollow and ready to glue up. I think that's a good place to get to. We'll also get the neck blank. So that's going to be my neck blank. It's going to be super sexy. The way that we've got that grain orientation will be that way. So we are quarter sawn, vertical grain, vertical grain. So that is going to be my neck blank. Very sexy and subdued. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? Shall we just crack on and start milling up? I'm going to take you through. I'm going to take you through the milling up phase on this one. I'm going to talk to you about how I'm doing it, what tools I've got, what I'm thinking about when I'm milling this up to get the dimensions right and to get it as close as I can so that when I've got a body blank and a neck blank, it is dimensioned how I want. Every stage is important. I've got some big gear. All right, I'll have a little bit of a flex. I've got some lovely tools. Oh, they give me a right word on. Love it. Lucky man. But I'll take you through and we'll talk about what we're doing. All right. First thing I'm going to machine up is my neck blank and get that dimensioned. I need here's a Gibson headstock. All right, 100 mil is plenty. Anything over 100 mil is fine. So that one there is going to be plenty. Look. That's going to be loads. So basically I want to finish with a 40 mil neck blank. When I make the necks, I can go as small as 38 mil from the blank. So if I make a 40 mil blank, then when I come back to it in a week or so and I'm ready to start on the neck, if he's moved and done anything, I've got a little bit to give him a tickle and flatten him out. That's the aim of the game. So let's get started with this. First port of call is the thicknesser. I'll see you over there. Right, it's noisy and my voice might be out of sync because I'm actually recording the sound on a different camera. I'm not even looking at it. So I'm going to be flitting between the jointer to get some flat edges and the table saw to then get parallel edges, and then normally I'll run things through the drum sander just to touch them up and get them super, super lovely. Touchy, touchy. And then we'll do a glue up. That's how it works. So first port of call is this one. All right, it's going to get noisy. I'm going to put some ears in. We'll do a little speedy uppy and I'll show you all the stages. Oh, show me your tools. So a good reason, a couple of these mahogany pieces had a bit of a wobble in them. When I buy big lengths of timber from Beach Brothers or Yandles or wherever, I come back, I process it. So I'll basically, if I need 40 by 30, I'll machine things up to 45 by 35, give myself 5 mil minimum. And 40 by 30 is bigger than I actually need. So if you do get a bit of a shonky wobble, it's fine, all right? The best thing about a laminated neck is the fact that we can make sure we are alternating and opposing grain patterns. So we should end up with a more stable bit of wood. It's been seasoned down in my workshop for at least 6 months. Dehumidifiers downstairs, constant humidity, and it just gives the wood a chance to just do whatever it's got to do. It's got a mind of its own. It's like a teenage boy. It's just fucking, it's on one, isn't it? And then we'll come back and we'll bring it in line. Normally when they're about 25 and they grow the fuck up. I'm digressing. There was metaphors deeply embedded in that angry dad speech then, but there you go, we're coming through the other side. Now we need to get this glued up. That's the simple bit in it. So that is the order I want things. My datum edges are all on the bottoms and all that sort of stuff. That is bigger than I need for a Gibson style neck. Always make things bigger than you need. More metaphors. Calm it. That's fairly simple. I've got my clamps ready, I've got my glue ready. That is the order I want things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, so I know that that's the top. Make life simple for you. If you're like me, you're a little bit thick. We need to just make life simple. Colour in by numbers. I'm going to flip everything 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apart from the M1, don't need to do that. Then we can glue these bad boys up. Bit of tight bond, other glues are available. Get your scraper out, your fingers, whatever you want to use, I don't care. Even it up at the end, excess off. We'll get them pressed in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give them a good squeeze together. I'm going to get the excess off the top. And what I'm going to do to save my clamps is just put a bit of tape over those joins. As you can see, your clamps get covered in shit and it's a pain in the ass, so tape them up whenever you can. I'd love to have a dedicated spaffing area, but I haven't. Milo Studios is a bit too teeny tiny. Not that I'm being ungrateful, absolutely not. So on she blows. If in doubt, give it a twat. Don't squeeze too hard, all right? It's like hugging a grandparent. You squeeze too hard, you're gonna squeeze the life out of them, innit? You can't be doing that, you've got to be gentle. There. Neck blank is glued up. We've saved our clamps as best we can with a bit of tape, so everything's not too bad. As much of your spaff off as you can before she dries, makes life a bit easier. That's it, put it aside, gas mark 6. I'm gonna do the same to the body blank now. I'm not gonna film it because that just bored the shit out of me even doing it. I'll see you back here when we've got some body blanks ready for a bit of loving and some template magic. Next stage is an easy one, isn't it? We're gonna cut the body shape out and we'll get it hollowed out. I was gonna show you and like screen grabs and showing you making the laser templates, but honestly, it's pretty boring and I can't film inside the machine because I'll laser bits, I don't want to laser. But this is what I end up with. I've left the F-holes in my main template because you might want to do them. If anyone wants to buy these templates, they're going to be available. I think most templates I do will come with 3 body ones, like the SG one has got the main body one, it's got the hollowed out one, and that's all part of the cavity cover. That's all built into that one. And then we've got the routy one. So I'll have all the bits, and most of them will say on them, they won't cut, I'll fuck that one up. Make another template. As soon as you get templates and you buy them, because these are 70 quid a set, as soon as you get a set, make a set from these. These then become the masters. They go away and you put them away because one slip of the router and you're pissed right off. It's another reason why I give you at least a couple with the outer body shape, because we've all had a slip, haven't we? Not just with router templates. And you get towed off if you start ringing the wrong doorbell. Anyway, easy to find my center line. I'm gonna cut this out. One thing you'll notice is that my body blank is not quite wide enough. It's about 3mm overhang. Doesn't matter a fuck, you are making a custom guitar. So we'll cut it out with what we've got and then we'll just sand and blend that corner. It's another reason why on the hollowed out section I leave 20mm. So if you do lose a little bit, it's not gonna matter. Once it's all glued up, it's all gravy, which is a lovely saying, that. It is a lovely saying. It's not as good a saying as scissoring, but we can't have it all. You can't have it all, boys. So I'm gonna get this cut out, I'm gonna get it roughed out, I'm gonna do the same with this one. This one I'll leave plenty of juice on him, just so when I'm gluing it up I don't have to be too precise. Because precision can fuck off if it's not needed. And then this one here, I've got a total, this weighs an absolute ton. Where's my calipers? I've got 33.23mm. In total, before I do the carve, so in the center, I'm gonna have 48mm, which is about right. So this one needs to be hollowed out, which I will do on a speedy up here. I've got 32mm. I'm gonna hollow it out so I've got 5mm on the back, all in all these sections. So we're gonna take most of that out, and then we're gonna use this as a router template to make it all tidy and lovely. Because I know you all love a clean route, don't you? You get a bit shitty if I go too deep with the Forstner bit. Makes no fucking difference, but I agree. We're doing a bit of artwork. So let's make it spanking. Yeah! I'll see you over on the pillar drill. My toy, the toy drill. Okay, God, fucking, there's a lot of like just doing the same old shit when you're milling out, but that is a much better. I did go a little bit too far. There's no sound holes, you'd have to forgive me. I've got 7 mil of thickness on the back of there. I don't want to go any further. I'd probably have to go another 3 to get rid of those marks. I'm not going to. It's not going to be seen. And I'm still not sure about what I'm doing with cavity covers and how to access all that and sort of stuff and guff. Just fucking hang on. This one, we're making it up as we go along, but only little details because I'm learning. Don't take the piss, Paul. I've transferred my hole through, which is the same in all my templates. When you get a template, put them on top of each other, drill an hole through, and then you can marry up different bits and bobs. That one there is going to locate my top. Makes it a lot easier to center up, doesn't it? Make life easy for yourself. Think about things. So let's get a bit of glue on and get her clamped up. It's going to be very nice, isn't it? It's very light. This is an exciting little build. Sneaky. With a Gibson neck. Lovely. You see what I mean about me flat sides? We'll just glue everything up. We'll get it routed. I've routed this one to a finish, to a point, so that I can then use it to trace this one. We'll just use the same bit. We'll get the right shape, and then we'll just fake those curves in and make them look nice. And then I'm also going to manipulate my horns. There you go. Didn't think I'd be saying that when I woke up this morning. But I've got to manipulate them, make them a little bit sharper, a little bit more. Oh, Micro Kessel. Yeah, so we're going to turn that into that, and it's going to look fucking delicious, and it's going to look lovely. I'm going to have to bind this one. We'll do all that. I'm going to do a gentle carve. So we'll go down to about 3 mil and we'll wallop up through. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet. We'll make that up. I might have to do one of the old tracings. I don't know. I'm waffling crap, ain't I? Had a lovely open day today. Met Luke from the Dario. This is Luke. He's a hunky little bastard, isn't he? Took me out for pizza and rum. I don't know what he's after, but he can have it. He's only got to ask nicely. Found another old stash of business cards, didn't I? I've got enough for another 12 months. Jubbly. I read a comment the other day. What does lovely jubbly mean? They used to say it on Only Fools and Horses. Let me know if you watch that, if you're abroad. I don't know how many countries had Only Fools and Horses. My old man used to love it. Absolutely love it. There you go. Happy with that? Now I can just roughly locate it. Had to go and find my drill. Get that screwed in, should find the hole. Lovely. So we know we're centered. Get a clamp on the back. Let's speedy up, mate. Right, that's that. I'm going to put a couple in the middle. I'll see you back on the bench and we're going to start looking at the neck. Oh, it's fucking sexy, innit? In the meantime, I'm going to have a look at what I'm going to do with the carves. I know that people do like the old Les Paul carve thing and they do all the different steps and they go bit by bit. I might do that. I might try and cheat with a massive router bit. We'll wait and see. It's not like me to fucking take a gamble on a stupid idea, innit? See you in a minute. Right, that'll do you, I reckon. I think we've got far enough in this video, haven't we? We've got a pretty sexy body blank. Naturally, the things coming up next are a little bit more interesting. I've got a new jig for cutting angles for headstocks, which I'll show you. It's clunky as fuck, but it works, it's consistent, it's easy. Got to figure out how I'm going to carve this. Do I want to cheat and find a router bit that gets me most of the way, or do I want to go beyond? Do I want to cut out all my fucking templates? It's probably going to be that way, innit? We'll probably go Nurse Gladys Emmanuel for the first time ever, and then I'll refine it as I go. Because if I can make some cock-ups, I know you all appreciate a cock-up. Oh, hashtag SG. So we're pretty hollowed out, we're nice and light, we've got a nice bit of girth there. This is going to be a pretty cool one when it's done. I'm ready to rock and roll. Still deciding on inlays for fretboard, but we'll work our magic on that. I might not show you that process, but I might have something that looks a little bit different. I don't know. Hopefully the juices are flowing. I'll see you on week 2. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Check that you're still subscribed. And if you want to watch a video that's suggested at the end of this one, YouTube will think I'm even more of a fucking legend. See you later. Special wave.
Youthful crowd in today, they're all massive Willie fans. Now Willie needs to find a good length here. Oh, perfect, and Willie. The crowd love to see that. Perfect, Willie. Now, David Bryant here. He's always been very wary of Willie, as David, particularly since last year's memorable final when Willie came from behind and stole the glory. Looks like David's decided to go round the rear here. Oh, good shot there, and this leaves a hard one for Willie. He does like to spit on his balls and polish them before he puts them into play. Come on, Willie. Here he goes. And there's David sucking on his pipe. Willie's stroking that one out there. Good bit of stroking, Willie. Beautiful, Willie. Beautiful. Both his balls just where he wants them. And he's absolutely determined to hold his end up here. And are you going to keep this up all night?
Oh, sorry. For God's sake, stop it.
Stop what?
You must be doing this on purpose.
I don't know what you're on about, mate. I'm just concentrating on this very important game here where the winner, I can tell you at home, goes on to play the winner of our next match, Johnny Cocksmith versus the German Helmut Scheiner.